Hello, my art-loving people out there. My phone dinged this morning reminding me it was time to check on the gouache. And since I'm leaving my house for a month, I have to do it today or it'll go another month without being checked on. And I already skipped last month and maybe the month before that. So we need to check on the gouache, see if it's moldy, put water in the Artex gouache, and do all of that today. And I thought I'd show you what it looks like live on the spot. If you're like, hey, what about all those new art supplies that you received that you're supposed to show us? I know, I'm dying to get to them too. I'm gonna bring a good majority of them on the trip with me, and that's what I'll be showing you guys in the videos while I'm away. It should be really fun, plus I have 2 brand new ideas. You guys are just gonna love it. So anyway, for today, let's check on the gouache and see what we have going on. Let's check on this one first. This is the one that used to have a bunch of mold in it, and it seems like I have mitigated that now. I was sent some Hemi mold spray. I scooped out the moldy paint. There's a kitty. Hi, honey. And let's see. So all of the Graham paint is out of here now, except for just like the tiniest little bits. And pretty much everything that's left is the Holbein. It's the Graham that was molding. Okay, so we have color contamination, and excuse you. I was gonna say, it doesn't look like there's any mold, except I do think on this Winsor & Newton Naples yellow, I can't tell if that's like leftover color contamination or mold, but I think if we just spray it again with the distilled water, just a little bit of distilled water, not too much, maybe 1 spray, and then the mold spray, that I think I'll just leave this as is. And then I store the Artex gouache in this Ziploc bag, which isn't big enough for it, so it probably doesn't do much good. But these weren't molding at all. I just was trying to keep them nice and wet so that they'll be usable next time I go to use them. So let's see what they look like. Okay, some are very dried up. I'm not really interested in like stirring them back up and getting them going again because I just don't have a whole lot of time, but I will spray them with distilled water and the mold spray as well. So I just have the distilled water in this little spray bottle and the mold spray in this spray bottle that was sent to me. Thank you for sending that to me again, by the way. So we'll just give this a mist on that one, not too much on that one, and then maybe a little bit more in these more dry wells for this one. Like this green is always super dry every time I open this palette. And the only reason these paints are used down to this level is because I brought this in and shared it along with some other palettes with my class. I have not actually used this gouache myself this much to have it be this low, but by sharing it, I have actually gotten some good use out of it. All right, I didn't get any water in these over here, which is probably fine. I'll just do the mold spray and call it good. That's probably too much mold spray. This probably doesn't even need the mold spray, but whatever. We'll put it in there. Okay, well, I probably should let some water sit in these and stir them, but you know, maybe I will. I just don't know. I think I brought my distilled water upstairs, like the whole gallon I had to use in our coffee pot because our water here gets the coffee pot nasty, so I think I don't have any left in my studio, so I'll just use up what's in here. I'll let it sit for a bit, and we'll go ahead and stir it up. I can't leave it like this. This one I can leave. I don't mind so much if this one gets drier since it's had issues. Probably should just open this and pour it in there, but that's okay. All right, we'll let that sit for a few minutes with the cover on, but not latched. And I'll just go ahead and close this one back up and put it back away. I'm not taking it with me because I have new gouache to bring on my trip with me that I'm excited for. I think I will take the moisture off of this part of the lid though before I close that up. I notice if you leave this kind of wet, it's pretty nasty when you open it. So I will just wipe that up, not perfectly. It doesn't really need to be perfect, just no standing water on it. I'll check on that Naples yellow again when I get back from my trip, which is exactly a month from today, I believe. Now that it's out, I want to take it with me, but I have plenty to do on my trip. Plenty. I also have these oxygen absorbers in this bag. Maybe that helps. I don't know. Okay, we'll give this 5 minutes and then we'll stir. Okay, it's been more like 10 or 15 minutes. I got distracted doing other stuff to get ready. Look, the water is just pretty much gone in those now. Yeah, there's not enough water in there to have done any good for that. Boy, I can't imagine using my tap water for that because it's so bad. So, what I think I might do, I do have some water here at the house that's not my tap water. It's from a different location. And I think I'll go grab a cup of that and just let soak in these. And, woo, this one's pretty decent. Still pretty stiff. Yeah, these are definitely not the little jelly consistency or whatever you consider that like they are when they're new, obviously. But I've had this palette a long time now, so it's not doing too bad. Okay, well, this will be a good experiment. I will go get that other water. Again, it's not my tap water, but it is tap water from a different location here in Colorado that is not nasty like ours. And pour that in there, and then I'm actually going to let it sit until tonight because I have to leave right now, and we'll check on it tonight. Alright, I just have this measuring cup thing full of water with a little pour spout. We'll see if we make a mess or not. Not really sure how much to put in there. Should probably put some in all of them. Alright, I'll check the water level one more time before I leave, which will be in like 20 minutes, I think, just to make sure they all have enough water still before I go. And I will go ahead and latch that just to make sure the kitties don't bonk it. I did not get to check these in 20 minutes like I told you I was going to. I actually ended up leaving first and then came back from work, changed clothes. Anyway, it's now 5 hours later. So let's see what we have. Yeah, we have a nice gooey mess. Still not really mixing up. Well, it is softer. Sorry about the blurriness there. There's still the chunk that was over there is still in there. It's a lot softer though, and all the stuff around the edges is more soft. So I think leaving the water in is just gonna be the ticket. I don't have time to deal with this anymore. We added water. Did some due diligence, if that's the right terminology there. It's not really. It's more like maintenance. Maintenance, subpar maintenance maybe. But ooh, that stuff is nice and soft. Well, I think the water sitting on it will be okay. And time will tell since I won't be home to check it for a month. I think I will go ahead and push and pull on all of these, kind of just get the water down farther like I did this one. Just so it's not just sitting on the top layer only. I don't know if that matters, but if I can get it a little deeper, maybe that's better. Okay, well, this is what we have, and this is how I'm gonna leave it. So when I check this next time, I will let you guys know. So there'll probably be a follow-up video to this one in about a month. I probably won't make it an entire video release like I did today. I'll just give you an update either on the community page or a quick extra video, or I'll add it into one of my other regular videos. Because we have a lot of fun new supplies we have to play with. We don't have time to deal with this this gouache, except it's important. It's important to take care of your supplies that you already have. I just won't make it a feature next time. Well, I will keep doing this, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye for now. Jack found himself a friend. hard to play with leashes.
Just walk in, just say something stupid. Crap! That's
Forgetful.
You're gonna get drowned before they get here.
Very busy here. Lots of people probably won't be able to paint.
So cute.